Hey folks, Jessica here. So, happy birthday everybody. It's Granblue Fantasy's 5th anniversary. It's hard to believe that the 5th birthday is finally here, that this game has been out for 5 years now, but if you haven't logged on, log on. And if you've got time, log on for every single day of the event, because there's so much free stuff coming out, like Damascus, the birthday anniversary ticket, really big deal. 5th birthday weapon trade, just so much free stuff. Definitely look at all these banners. Log on and get your free stuff. So I'm making this video because there's gonna be a ton of questions about, excuse me, I'm losing my voice because I just did this video, but then the internet went out in the middle of it, so fuck me, I guess. So I'm doing it again. The things we're going to talk about today is there's going to be an absolute shit ton of questions about who to get with the 5th birthday anniversary ticket, because that is a special ticket, because it can let you get limited characters, which you normally can't get with Subtext. And then the 5th birthday weapon trade. I'm going to do the 5th birthday weapon trade in another video, because I tried doing that video earlier also, which, again, why I'm losing my voice, and it ended up being forever long. Like, if I did both of these together, it would be like an hour, it would be over an hour. So, 5th birthday anniversary tick is what we're talking about today. Brief overview on Suptix. If you don't want to spend any money in the game, then you can probably click away now. But if you were to spend, you were to spend any money on the game at all, the best place to spend them is Start Dash, which is basically a Suptix, and anytime a Suptix comes around, and definitely the anniversary Suptix. Out of all those, the anniversary Suptix is the really big one. Because what the Subtext is it gets you, it's $30, if it's 3,000 MOBA coin, whatever your currency is, and it gets you a 10 pull, but the big thing is it gets you a ticket you can use to pick any of the characters available and just trade for them. So like, I mentioned this in like how to efficiently spend your money in Granblue. Subtext are probably the most efficient way to spend it. If you can afford Subtext, always get your Subtext. But also totally fair if you don't want to spend any money at all. If you were to, this is the best way to do it. So, there is an absolute freaking ton of characters to talk about, and I'm not going to talk about them all. This is an anniversary Subtext, so I'm going to focus... Okay, let's just put this ground rule down. Under no circumstance are you to use your anniversary Subtext on a character that is not limited. I'm sorry. Like, if you... You know what? I can't stop you. Like, I can't just jump through your window, like, and rustle you to the ground to stop you from, like, Subtexing Altair with your anniversary sub, who would actually not be a bad pick if you were to get a non-limited character. But, I can't stop you, so if you're hell-bent on doing it, fine, but I warned you. Don't use your Subtext on non-limited characters, because you can get them with any Subtext. And there'll be a Subtext 3 months from now, if not sooner. Promise you. There'll be another Subtext. There's usually, like, I want to say there's like 7 a year, if we go by last year's standards. So characters that you should Subtext, there's a few pools. There's the Grand Series characters. You know these from Legfest at the middle and end of the month. These guys you can't Subtext at all. You would have to spark them, so they can be a big deal. Catalina, as example, Catalina's kind of not a great character these days, sorry to say. Girl, you need a buff. Vera still loves you, but man, you need a buff. However, your sword is great, because Merglace is fundamental for win Primal Grids. It is a massive attack plus Trium. Really powerful weapon. Absolutely great. That's why people... I actually sparked a Merglace a few videos ago, because I didn't have anything else to spark. But she is Grand Series. Now, normally, Grand Series would be a strong consideration, and it still is, but Grand Series characters and Legfest characters are available every month. So that's something to consider. But any other Grand Series characters, like Catalina, is there anyone else on this page? Guess not. They're a worthwhile consideration. Now, what I would recommend like, personally, what I recommend is considering a seasonal character, because the seasonal characters obviously only come out during their season. Not saying you should get Swimsuit Vera, though I do love Vera, and her sword is called Dark Desire, which is great. And you know what else is funny? Deep Desire, the charge attack is the Thirst. Girl is thirsty for Catalina, just saying. Urfier's also needs a buff. I guess her and Catalina are perfect for each other, actually. But the thing with these seasonal characters is, like, the Christmas seasonal characters just passed. So, like, if you want Christmas Matera, you're gonna have to wait a year to have a chance to get her. So, like, in essence, they're even more limited than the Grand Series characters. And you usually can't subtext them either. So that is something to consider. There's so many characters, though. I'm just gonna, like, point out the ones that are limited. But I'm only gonna really talk about the ones I think you might want to consider. Summer Percival. Girls love Percival. I don't like it. Percival's fine, but don't subtext him. Like, Summer Percival's not good enough to subtext. Summer Izmir. Love Izmir. She's real cute. And she's actually pretty good. But don't subtext her, in my opinion. She's not strong enough to spend the subtext on. Who else? Dark Angel Olivia. Now we're talking. If you were to subtext a Grand Series character, which is totally valid, because, again, you would have to spark them, otherwise Olivia is a fine choice. She's one of the most powerful characters for Dark, and her sword, her Fallen Sword, is an extremely powerful Grand Series weapon. It's a Dark Stamina weapon, which Dark's primarily enmity, but I guess now with the Fallen Sword coming out, Stamina is a valid way to build Dark, or even straight Stamina if you've got a lot of Fallen Swords. So she's a good choice if you want a Grand Series character. Love of Eternal. Again, Grand Series. Rosetta. Rosetta's got some issues, but generally she's a pretty strong character. She relies on being hit, not gonna get super into it, and that can be awkward because you don't get hit that often if you're in a raid environment. Love Eternal is standard for Zephyr Strids, so she's a pretty good choice. Leesia. Leesia's a good character, but only in very situational, very specific circumstances, and her Grand Series weapons is one of the weaker ones, so wouldn't recommend her for this particular ticket. Summer Beatriz is who I got with my last year's anniversary ticket. She was top of the game for Fire for a whole year, if not longer. Don't regret getting her, but these days Fire is building more towards stamina than enmity, so she's kind of lost some ground, but she's still good. She's still a very good character. Orchid, very solid character. Parazonium is the best Dark main hand weapon, period. Like, no real discussion there. If you looked at the last Dark United fight, literally everybody in the top 3 were running Parazoniums. Thorny Rose. I don't know much about Earth Rosetta, but this is Summer Rosetta. As far as I know, she's a fine character. If you really like Summer Rosetta, then consider her. And, like, full disclosure, some of these seasonal characters, and this is how limited they are, because you only get them a certain time of year. I don't necessarily have a ton of these compared to the Grand Series characters, which I think I have literally every Grand Series character right now. Summer Zeta. I love Zeta. Zeta's great. Get it if you want Zeta, but in terms of raw power level, probably not the most remarkable of the Summer characters. I am Zeta. Where is 5-star Zeta? When will we have justice for Zeta? Just saying. Back on topic. Is this Halloween Rosetta? Yeah, this is Halloween Rosetta. Don't do it. Summer Hallis. Swimsuit Hallis. Actually very good light overdrive assassin. But her weapon is kind of and she's not so good that she outweighs the other summer options. Lucio, I mean, you know my feelings on Lucio. Lucio's fine. Like, he's a good character. He's a great character even, but he's not top of the game for light like he used to be. Eden, however, his weapon is still very standard stamina weapon for light, so good choice there. where are you? Summer Jeanne d'Arc. We're getting into... So I'm going to refer to Game Whiff's tier list. I believe Game Whiff's tier list for the anniversary ticket does have her on it at, like, they do, like, SAB rating, and I think she's a B. And I kind of agree with that. She is, out of the characters we've talked about so far, out of the very limited characters we've talked about so far, one of the better ones, because she's a swimsuit character, so only available during the summer, and she's a very good wind character. So consider her. Like, she's got wind def down, she's got a heal, she's got a stamina buff. She's good. Actually, we're just gonna get all these out of the way, aren't we? Is this Summer? Yeah, this is Summer Naos. Another good light character. Definitely one to consider, because, again, summer, so very limited. Very strong. Summer Gria. Let's make this recommendation real simple. If you have any intention of playing water, and you want to have a strong water team, and you don't have Summer Gria is probably the character you want to Subtext. I think most people that don't have Summer Gria are gonna automatically pick Summer Gria. Summer Gria is who I picked with my Subtext. She is core right now for the meta water team. She's got a big buff to her own attack with this Draco Force, but she can also link to another character and then super buff herself and that other character, and then she can, like, guarantee trip. She's just really strong. Like, she is core for water, and I don't see that, like, I don't see her getting creeped out anytime soon. So, like, yeah, that's a video. Get Summer Gria. Okay. If you don't plan on playing water, then consider other characters, but, like, you're gonna have to make a pretty good argument to not take Summer Gria, because even though she doesn't have a Grand Series weapon, her character alone is hard enough to get, because, again, only in the summer, and you probably have to spark her to get her in the summer. She's good enough. On that topic, Matera. Christmas Matera. Very similar to regular Matera. Does an absolute shit ton damage, has a def down, etc., etc. Matera doing Matera things. But in light, she's actually a huge damage dealer. She's very good also. I rank her below Summer Gria, but for light, definitely worth considering. If I had not taken Summer Gria, I would have taken Matera. She was in tons of the top United Fight list, United Fight teams for light United Fight. Who else? Granblue. If you're gonna go Grand character, Certificus is cap up for light charge attack, I believe, and Granblue is the best tank in the game. Granblue can give your entire team triple attack, which it was also fundamental for the light United fight. My cat is playing a bag behind me. I hope that's not making too much noise, but he is going to town. Kitty, what are you doing? Okay, well, hopefully that's not being too noisy. Kitty, stop. Why are you doing this? Mommy's recording. Hold on a second. What are you doing, Daddy? Stop. Stop. Okay, okay. Sorry. So, Granblue, if you want to go Grand character, good choice. Weapon's good, character's great. But what else do we have? Just looking for Grand characters. Summer Cagliostro. No, I'm sorry. Halloween. Wait, no, that's regular Cagliostro. Never mind, you're not limited. Summer Io. I just rather unremarkable. Wouldn't recommend her. That said, I don't have her. But nothing about her says streams pick me. Halloween Cagliostro, don't do it. Very dated character. Regular Io. Now, we're talking core characters for light. You could consider Io core character for light. She's got a good way to get over damage cap, and her Gambitine, extremely powerful light grand weapon. It's basically a light Murglace with the Cream and everything. Who else do we have? Is this regular? No, this is Halloween Arula Maya. Yeah, no, sorry, Christmas Arumaya. She's good for water, but I think, again, she's dated. Like, if there's probably no case where you would take her, like, if you needed a water character, where you would take her over Summer Gria. So, like, that's pretty much long and short of it. Who else? Summer Danua. I can't even remember what she does. That probably means she's not great. Won't recommend her. Valentine's Medusa actually is a pretty decent character from everything I've heard. Something to consider if you really want her for Earth. Drang, as far as Grand Series characters, decent blue character. The Orb, however, his blue sphere has become very good for water because it increases your charge attack damage cap, which is damage cap ups, super good. Rackham, poor Rackham. Rackham's terrible. Benedia, his gun, is a Grand Series weapon, so it's good in that regard. But out of the Grand Series options, it's probably one of the worser ones, so not recommend them. Ugin, AK, core of the Earth Primal Grid. Ugin himself, pretty dated, wouldn't recommend him. Halloween Eustace. Not really worth it. If you're a huge Eustace fanboy, like, just, I don't know. Just not worth it. Christmas Mary. She can enable some of the stuff that, like, the guaranteed triples that Granblue can. But honestly, if you're going to pick a character between those two, just pick Granblue because Granblue is better. But she is a good character. Christmas Mary is a good character. Are we all, how many more characters are there? Jesus fuck. Who else is there? Diantha. I don't know a lot about her. I know she was a very big pick last year, her and Summer Beatriz. But I believe she's only really good for a Magna Water Grid. But feel free to jump in the comments below if I'm wrong on that one. I stand by my opinion, though. If you're going to pick a water character that's limited and you don't have her already, Summer Gria would be better than her. Regular Gria. Sadly not a strong Summer Gria. Who else do we have? Summer Isla. She's alright. Again, we're not shooting for alright, we're shooting for fucking amazing. If you really like Isla, then Ilsa, sorry. I physically can't stop you, but, like, at least, I mean, she is a summer character, so she is limited, so there's that at least. God, what is this? Christmas Clarice? Earth Clarice? I don't even remember what she does, which probably means she's not that great. The best Clarice is Light Clarice, but not limited, so don't do it. Oh, God. Summer Korwa. Again, don't do it. Not worth it. But I'm just going to point out, Bell of Happy Endings. That is one horny-ass name for, like, a weapon. I'm just saying. Just killing me here, side games. Halloween Rosetta. Not Rosetta. Lady Grey. Why did I call it? I guess because they're both older ladies? I don't know. Halloween Lady Grey. Pretty good character. More so if you run Stamina Dark, because she's got, like, gives you drain and, like, shields and bonus. Like, she's a good character, but only if you're running Stamina Dark, in my opinion. But she is a valid choice. Let's look at some more characters. Who do we have? I wish this thing would just remember what freaking page I was on. Who else is there? Summer Narmaya. She's fine. She's water Narmaya. However, dark Narmaya is considerably better. So I love Narmaya. I love her. And, like, I would consider this for the skin, but just not this ticket, man. This ticket's just too valuable. Sorry. Sturm. Very powerful fire hitter. Only thing to talk about is fire is kind of swaying away from sword and towards spear these days with Shiva and Anila, and maybe 5-star Zeta. But I still use Sturm in my front line. Sturm's very good. Ixaba is extremely core for fire primal grids. Summer Siegfried, not really worth it. Oh, thank God, we're done. Okay, so those are the characters. You can get all these weapons, but glancing at them, these are just the normal weapons you can get for a Suptix. So don't spend your Subtext on any of these weapons, because like they're just normal weapons you can get for a Subtext. Like there's Isla, and then there's Wind Isla, Spear of a Sail, but this is a special Subtext, don't do it. Summons, not gonna get into this too much. Actually, I'm only gonna mention this because I think GameWith put on their list. Where is it? These are all the regular summons, nothing special there. Actually, can you get the Primal Summons, I wonder? Let me just take a look real quick, I'm not sure. Huh, interesting. You can't get the Primal Summons. So, yeah, I wouldn't consider getting a summon, to be honest. However, if you wanted to get a summon, a pretty strong one for this list that I like and that GameWith also recommended, which I'm not sure how much I agree with their recommendation for this particular ticket, but she is good. Summer Makula Marius, her call is really strong. Like her aura, whatever. Her call is Cold Cage, so it prevents a fire character from acting for basically 2 turns. And then also gives you like a 30% charge bar, and it comes up fairly frequently, and it's actually a pretty good summon call. But you know, if you had nothing else to get, then sure, but I wouldn't. None of the summons are particularly exciting. So let's recap, because we kind of sped through a lot of characters. Number one thing, don't get a non-limited character. If you, for some reason, absolutely want to get a non-limited character, just look at any of the tier lists. I always reference the GameWith one because I think it's pretty accurate. If you want to know what to tick in that regard. But in terms of things you should consider tixing, Grand Series characters, because they're limited and they're generally strong. Pick one that has a good weapon and that is a good character in an element that you need that character. Otherwise, just pick your favorite. But really, truly, where I recommend that you spend the Anniversary Subtext is seasonal limiteds. So, the swimsuit characters, really good. Actually, was there Swimsuit Zoe? Did I scroll past Swimsuit Zoe? I guess she's Grand Series now, but I don't remember seeing her. Regardless, she's Grand Series now, so whatever. I'm just curious. Yeah, Swimsuit characters, Christmas characters, Halloween characters, those characters are just more exclusive because they're only available during certain times of the year. Summer is coming up, so the swimsuit characters, you might get a chance of them soon. But unless something drastically changes, you're never going to get a chance to Suptix one of them. You're going to have to spark to get any of those, like the seasonals and the swimsuit characters. Out of those, like out of this entire pool, hands down, based on rarity and just overall power level, Summer Drea is probably your best pick, followed by Christmas Matera. Those are ones I would go with. You can probably make a case for some of the other stronger ones, like, I don't know, I hear Summer Neos is pretty good. I don't run them because I don't run boys. No, I'm just kidding. I don't run because I don't have them, but I hear he's pretty good. And yeah, that's about it. That is honestly about it. Summer Jeanne d'Arc, you could do worse than that. Actually, it's funny that these are all right next to each other. But yeah, Summer Drea is going to be my pick. Actually, all on the same page. I should have just jumped to this page. Summer Drea, Christmas Matera, probably going to be my 2 #1 picks. Otherwise, just follow your heart. It is a Subtext. If you follow the rule that you don't get anything but a limited character with it, then really just get a character that you want to have. Like, it's your money. If it's not the best power level game, then really who cares? But if you do want the best power level game that possible, I think your 2 best choices are probably going to be Summer Drea, Christmas Matera, followed by, like, say, Summer Jeanne, Summer Neos, or even one of the Grand Series character. Oh, if you don't want to do any of the seasonal characters, then Grand Series characters are good. Grand Vera is always going to get my recommendation. Lucio is fine. Dark Angel Olivia is pretty good, plus her weapon straight. Orchid is pretty good, plus her weapon straight as a main hand. Yeah, that's about it. So I am curious to know what you guys picked. Let me know down below, or I just started Discord. You can join my Discord. Link is in the description down below. If you subscribe to me on Twitch or support me on Patreon, then there are private channels you can get access to. Fun stuff happens there, I promise. Yeah, just check out my Discord down below. And yeah, check out my Twitter, check out all my social media, my Patreon, etc. I would super appreciate anyone looking at that stuff. And I will catch you guys later. I'll be back once my voice recovers for the weapon video. I promise. It'll come up today. Maybe. We'll see. I'll try. Yeah, catch you guys later. Bye.